Are we live? We're live. Good morning, people. Welcome to the disaster live stream. It's been a week. It has been absolutely nuts. I'm not even gonna pretend this is not a mess today because I have not slept in like a week. So tired. Oh my god. I have good news and I have bad news. If you guys remember last week's live stream and I was talking about the anxiety that was happening because I was waiting for our landlord to come over and get us to sign our new lease for the year. You see his tired face. Good morning, Jen. I'm gonna tell the story. I'm telling the story of the miserable week I have had. Oh my god. So, Monday, our landlord was supposed to come over to decide if we were worthy of living here for another year. They sprung this on us like Friday. So I was freaking out. I was so anxious. I needed to like clean my entire house because my landlord was coming over. So I spent the entire weekend cleaning my house, hiding fish jars because I didn't want them to freak out. I was freaking out myself about all these fish tanks because even though we asked and they said fish tanks were okay, you just know that when they walk into a room full of like 17 fish tanks lining the walls on the second floor, they're gonna freak out. So like I was so nervous. Couldn't sleep that whole weekend. Just worked and worked and worked to like spot clean my house till it was like perfect because I was so anxious about this. So we wake up Monday morning. They're supposed to be here at 11. We get up, everybody gets dressed. We're like putting finishing touches on the house, making sure everything is clean. And then right about 11, they email us. They're like, here's your new lease. Go ahead and sign it. I can't come out there today. I'm too busy. So like, see you next year. So all of that mess was for nothing. We got our lease signed. It's fine. Nobody inspected our house. What a mess. Good morning, Passion for Pets. Good morning, Cichlid King. It's been a crazy week. So there was that. I was so angry, but at the same time, just relief that I didn't have to worry about anybody looking at my fish tanks and like asking questions. So yeah, our lease is signed. We're still here. All of that blew over. It was just, oh, the nerve-wrackingness of that. So I didn't like sleep that entire weekend. And then this week happened. And like disaster upon disaster in the fish room. I should have put out like an update video this week. But as you can tell from looking at me, I have not slept this entire week and I can't. My brain does not process. So after that whole mess, Wednesday rolled around, and Wednesday is tank cleaning day in this fish room. I do it on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I do jars every other day. Some days they fall on the same day, which is terrible. But Wednesday rolls around, I'm like, okay, I have to get all of these tanks cleaned because I didn't do it on the Saturday because I was too busy freaking out about the landlord coming. I was too busy cleaning my entire house, and I was like, you know what, tanks will be fine, throw some prime in, I'll do it on Wednesday like as regularly scheduled. I've done this before. I've skipped one of the water changes and everybody has been fine. So I was not concerned. This was not a concern. Wednesday rolls around, I go ahead and I start doing water changes. I have about 5 snails that are floating. They're not dead, but they're still floating. I get to Ponyo's tank. Sadly, Ponyo's dead. I don't know what happened. I can't tell from the way she was dead. She looked fine, just like really pale. So she'd obviously been dead a couple hours, but she was fine the day before. She was exhibiting no signs of illness. She's just dead. I'm assuming the lack of water change somehow magically killed her. It happens. My fault. So Ponyo, our lovely red fish that resides in that tank right there, mother of our second spawn, is gone. She is no more. So that was a bummer. We were like, oh no, what happened? That's totally my fault. I'm assuming it is my fault. That happens. So we were bummed. I told my daughter to go ahead and go through what we have left of our spawn. We have 108 of them. I was like, go find a replacement. Go find a really pretty female. So we spent an hour or two going through every female betta we had, trying to decide what we would replace her with. Replace is a bad word. What we were going to put in her tank, because we needed another breeder. So it was one of her children, and her name is Ika. She's up there now. She is a steel blue, I want to say, I don't know. She has really long, pretty fins. She's either a half moon or a rose tail, but it's really hard to tell with females. But she is beautiful, beautiful steel blue, good form, good fins, but her fins have a slight tint of teal to them. She's so pretty. Good morning, HC Aqua. So now we have Ika. She's beautiful, she's big, she's healthy, she's really, really active and smart, and we're happy about her. We're sad about Ponyo. And then. Because this is the week of and then ... So then I get to water changing Zen's tank. One of our favorite male fish. He is the turquoise butterfly marble rose, or not rose tail, half moon. That is the father of our first spawn of bettas. He's so gorgeous. We absolutely love him. He has a bacterial infection. I don't know what it is. I'm hoping I can treat it. It looks like a cross between some kind of bacterial necrosis that's going on and graphite disease. I don't know for sure. He is currently in quarantine in a bucket. He is on his second round of Conoplex and Furan 2. We're hoping. I don't know what's going on. This week is just a mess, so we're hoping we don't lose him. Cross your fingers, because I love Zen. And I will be so sad if he dies. It's going to be really, 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 really hard to find another beautiful male like him. We don't have any that look like him. So I'm kind of freaking out. So Zen's sick. And then we notice that our black and blue guppies, we have a guppy in there, a female guppy, that's skinny. Guys, guppies should never be skinny. There's something wrong. We don't know what it is. She's the only one. So now, preventively, I am treating this entire fish room for parasites, because I trust nothing at this point. So everybody is being treated with Prozi Pro, and we're going to see if we can fix the guppies. Guys, it's been a week. Everything is sick. Everything. I don't know what happened. It's probably my fault. I'm going to assume that this is all because I skipped Wednesday's or Saturday's water change. This is my fault somehow. But yeah, everything is sick. Everything. I'm just, oh, it's one of those weeks. What other news? We have a new addition to our fish room. Our golden stick-skin guppies that we are trying desperately to breed because we have one male. And he's so gorgeous. We found him 8 females that are sort of suitable for him because we don't have any others like him. So we picked some blonde-bodied, yellow-tailed females to go with him. I think most of them are sunset guppies. But we've had him in a tank here for a while now. Trying to get him to breed, they finally had Fry. 1. We have named him Small Nugget. And he is waiting for siblings because he was the only Fry born. I don't know why. It's now been 5 or 6 days and he's the only one. But he's a really smart little nugget. Like super smart. He has learned that since Kohaku, our blind albino betta, is in there, if he swims and schools with Kohaku, nobody tries to eat him because all of the guppies are scared of Kohaku because he's huge. They don't know he's blind. So, like, they're terrified of Kohaku, but Kohaku can't see them. And Small Nugget has figured out that Kohaku can't see him. So he just swims with Kohaku all the time and nobody tries to eat him. He's so smart. He's not afraid of Kohaku, like, at all. He just follows him around. Sometimes he'll go right up to his face and eat little particles out of the water directly in front of his face. Kohaku doesn't know. So I've had great enjoyment watching Small Nugget this week. I just lay in front of the tank and sit there like this and just watch him because he's so funny. He's the only one. I'm desperately hoping they will drop some more soon because every single female in there is pregnant. Like super pregnant. Like they're boxy, you can see eyeballs through their stomach pregnant. So like hopefully soon? Oh, I don't know. It's just been a week, you guys. Passion for Pets, tell me what happened. Make me feel better. Not that I will get enjoyment out of your disasters, but like, let's commiserate, because this week has been a nightmare. I'm just so over it. I'm so tired. I have not slept at all this week. I think I've had at most 2 hours. I'm so tired. So I want to know what you guys have been up to. Like, what's been happening? Make me feel better. Because, oh my god. I just can't believe all the crap that's happened this week. Why is every single fish sick? Well, okay, maybe not all of them. But I feel like they are. Good morning, Thirsty Rabbit. I remember you because I love your name. It's so cute. Hopefully all this will blow over. I'm really hoping that the whole parasite issue is a non-issue. I hope that I'm just being paranoid because of that one stupid guppy that fails to thrive. But I'm really, 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 really hoping we can pull Zen out of whatever this is that he has, because I don't want to lose Zen. He's doing good so far. He's still eating. He's still active. We threw his little tunnel that he likes to sit in into his quarantine tank, and he's just hanging out. He's doing okay. I'm freaking out. Oh no, you lost another Pearl Danio? No! All the mystery snails and some ramps. What is happening? Poor Passion. You guys, she has had like the worst luck lately. All of her fish have been dying and we don't know why. I really hope you figure it out. I don't know what's happening, but I'm there with you. Sometimes these things, like, everything will be fine for like ever. And then suddenly, boom, everything goes wrong. I don't know. I wish I had advice for you, but it's so hard to tell when it's so widespread like that. What could possibly be going on? I really hope it stops. I hope it gets better because I can imagine how stressed you are. I'm stressed with just this little bit. So, like, having it happen continually is just so sorry. No. Yeah, see, that's the problem we have right now is I'm not entirely sure what Zen has. Here's the thing. He is a metallic turquoise beta. So, like, he's always had that jacket of turquoise metallic over a dark body. And he has always had this one patch on his stomach that's kind of shaped like a triangle where he had no metallic scales. That was just his normal coloring. It was on both sides of him. So it, like, we're always like, oh, okay, that's his coloring. He's had it literally for a year. So, like, it was never an issue. This, whatever it is, has started on that patch. So, which is probably why we didn't notice it right away, because he was already black there. And the only reason I know it's something else is because the patch has expanded, circular. It's black in the middle, which is what he looked like before, but now the edges of where the color is missing has this gray tinge to it that I don't trust. And now it is seeping up towards his back, and his scales there have turned graphite color. So, like, but this has been going on now. Let's see. We noticed it on Wednesday. Today is Saturday. So he's had it for a couple days. So I would think it can't be graphite because graphite moves very, very quickly. And most of the time it starts in the fins. This is not fin related, which is what makes me think bacterial infection that's causing some kind of necrosis. But it's moving very, very, very slowly. And other than this color change, he's acting completely normal. He's active, he's eating, he's swimming. Like, he seems okay. It's just this color change is creeping and getting bigger and looks very suspicious, which is why I'm hoping it's just some random bacterial infection. So we're treating him. He's had Conoplex and Furan 2. We did 1 dose of Metroplex just to be safe. And he's in quarantine with fresh water and an aerator. So we're just kind of hoping that whatever this is, the meds will work. I don't know. We will pull him out tomorrow for another water change. And we'll take another look at him and see if it's progressed anymore. But, like, I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know enough about certain diseases to be able to, like, figure this one out. My best guess is bacterial, but it's freaking me out. Let's see. Thirsty Rabbit says, sorry to hear P4P. I too have my first ever flower horn, 18 months old, sick, not eating for 3 or 4 weeks now. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to put him down tomorrow. Oh, that's so sad. I love flower horns. They're so cute and personable, but oh, that's the worst. Good morning, oh no. How are you? We're all commiserating on the awful week we've had with sick fish, because when it rains, it pours. Oh, I can't believe this all hit this week. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I mean, otherwise, technically speaking, everything in here is fine. All of our betas in the other room are fine. The one betta we were treating for swim bladder disorder is perfectly fine. The methylene blue that we gave him fixed it. I swear, I don't know why that works, but every time I've tried it, methylene blue fixes swim bladder disorder. So, like, if you ever have a problem and you're not quite sure how to treat it, methylene blue seems to work really well in swim bladder disorder. I don't know why. Makes no sense. Daphnia are thriving. Ram's horns are thriving. My mystery snails are questionable since that skipped water change. Most of the guppies are doing good. I'm worried about that one skinny guppy because it's so weird. I've never seen a skinny guppy before. Like, it just doesn't happen. So, like, to have one is just like, what's wrong with you? I've been feeding that tank a little extra this week just to see if maybe she wasn't able to get the food she needed, because there are a lot of guppies in there. And we're treating it with parasite meds just to make sure. I haven't seen any parasites is the thing. Like, I've pulled my fish and I've watched them and I've looked at them and there are no signs of parasites. Like, I don't see any. But Skinny Guppy tells me it could be. So, preventative. Treat the whole fish tank for parasites. Hope that that's not the case, but just in case. So paranoid. Let's see. Ono says, tell me about it. My first experience with high-end guppies, a beautiful red metal hood. Ooh. Got sick and couldn't bring them back. Oh, that was also my first at buying offline. Guppies, man. Guppies. I love them, and I feel like I've lucked out with what we have because I've heard some real horror stories about, you know, guppies that have been overbred and gotten from pet stores. And when we first got ours, we started with 12, and we definitely had some issues. We had 2 that have passed from tumors, just fatty tumors. We've probably had 2 in all the time of this fish room that have died from dropsy, unknown reasons, because of course dropsy could be anything. We've had a break of Camelanus worms, an outbreak of it, but we treated that and we didn't lose any guppies to Camelanus worms. But other than that, our guppies have been like super hardy. We've barely lost any unless there was like an issue where they got stuck in some decor or something and died. That's happened a couple times. Always plug the holes in your decor. I've learned that lesson. But like other than that, we haven't had like any diseases break out with our guppies. They seem to be really hardy. I've had them in like really super high nitrate water and they've done just fine. But I don't trust the skinny guppy. The skinny guppy's freaking me out. Because guppies should just never be skinny. I'm hoping that I'm just being paranoid and that maybe that particular guppy had just had fry and so her tummy was flat and like she just needed to fill out a little more. But I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I know she was pregnant before and she doesn't look pregnant now, so maybe that's the issue. But like, I'm just freaking out. Everything's been sick this week. So like, I'm so paranoid about it. But hopefully she'll turn around. I'm keeping a close eye on her to make sure that she doesn't like get worse. But like, it's never a bad thing to treat your fish room for the odd parasite. I shouldn't have any parasites. I haven't gotten any new fish in a very long time. Everything's been quarantined. They were treated for parasites before. So technically speaking, it shouldn't be possible that there's parasite in this room. But I'm paranoid, so we're going to treat for it anyway. I can't, you guys, this week. I can't. Oh, I keep looking behind me because I'm waiting to see Small Nugget's siblings. I want him to have siblings. I've checked every day for 5 days. Good morning, Dee. How are you? I haven't had a chance to talk to you much this week, but like I was thinking of you, so like I hope you're okay. I know you were stressing out too. I'm stressing out. It's been a whole thing. So I hope your week is going better. Cause the mess isn't here. Short rundown for everybody who missed it, mostly Dee, because Dee will care. We've had so many issues. Ponyo died. Zen has a bacterial infection. We have a guppy who may or may not have parasites. So everything is being quarantined and treated, and we're just hoping beyond hope that everything is okay. Paranoid. Also, the landlord thing was a non-issue. They just decided not to show up, so we have our new lease and we're good. Oh, and we were stressing out yesterday, you guys. Because, okay, we moved in here December 22nd. So, like, literally almost a year ago to the day. I mean, like, we're getting there. It's really soon. To the day is here. 1 year. So, we have been waiting this entire year for our landlord to send us maintenance people. Because our back door and our front door have terrible weather stripping. So every time it rains, our house floods. We're like sitting here putting towels in front of the door because our kitchen is flooding. That kind of flooding. So we're like, please, we need you to come fix this weather stripping. Like, bugs and leaves are blowing in under our door. It's like that much of a gap. So like, would you please, like, could you come fix our doors and also replace our doorbell, which has not worked since the day we moved in? It's really hilarious because people come over to our house and they use the doorbell and like there's no sound, so we just like don't know they're here. Every once in a while someone will get smart and knock. But so like, please come fix our door and our doorbell. We've been waiting an entire year. 4 months ago, a guy came out to do an estimate on it and then never came back. So we have them scheduled to be here yesterday morning to come and fix these issues. And we had other stuff to do that day. It's Friday. Friday is busy for us because my husband is always back in town by Friday. He takes the half day off. We go do groceries. You know, I have stuff I do on my blog for my copy editing job on Fridays. You know, I have bed of water changes to do, stuff like that. So Friday's always, like, the whole weekend is really super busy here. So we're waiting around for this guy. He never shows. My biggest pet peeve in the world, out of all the things I hate, is people who are not punctual. Like, if you say you're going to be here and you give me a time you're going to be here, just be here. How hard is it? But he doesn't show up. So we call the landlord and we're like, where's our maintenance guy? What's happening? He tells us, oh, well, he's been out of town for a while. He's out of town at this moment. He asked somebody else to come by and fix your door. That guy got into a car accident, so nobody's coming. They'll try to be here sometime this weekend, maybe. So we're like, okay, sure, fine. And then they tell us, oh, but he was only going to fix the front door, not those other things. We're like, you guys, we've been waiting a year. We put it in on the same ticket. Like, just come fix it. So now they're hiring a second person to come out and fix the other door and the doorbell. And we literally have no idea when they're going to be here. Landlords, you guys. And maintenance people. And people who can't be on time. They irritate me. Because I am one of those people that if I tell you I'm going to be somewhere, I will be there. Not only will I be there, I will probably be there an hour early because I don't like being late. So like it really irritates me because of how anxious I get, which is not other people's problem, I know, but I get so anxious about being late and disappointing someone or making somebody wait on me that it like really irritates me when other people do it because I'm like, what's wrong with you? I can't. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Dee. I know like this whole thing is like a whole mess, but like I really hope that you're happy where you go. I hope you love it there. And I hope that all of this like mess is just behind you and it doesn't ever happen again. Seriously, I'm like crossing my fingers for you. I want you to be happy there. And I just hope it turns out way better than you expect. I hope a year from now you get to look back and you're just like, oh my God, this is the best thing that happened to us. We're so happy where we are. Haha, I can't believe that mess. I'm so glad I got out of there. I hope that happens for you because sometimes you need it. Coffee. Coffee. I needed this so badly. I'm so tired. I can't, you guys. So what has happened with everybody else? Other than like sick things. Anything good? Has anything pleasant happened this week for anyone? I know we're almost at Christmas. I'm excited for Christmas. Oh my God, my favorite part of Christmas has arrived. I love stocking shopping. And we went yesterday and I was like a giddy little kid. My husband was just looking at me like, oh my God, she's a monster. But like, it's my favorite. I'm terrible at giving gifts. If someone actually needs like a real present, I can't do it. I'm just like, please just tell me specifically what you want. I want to know the exact name. I want to know where it is in the store. Just tell me and I'll get it. But like, don't make me think of a present because I'm really, really bad at it. And my idea of presents is not what everybody's idea of presents is. I like practical things. So like every year I'm like, buy me a new set of bowls. I could use bowls. Or how about a vacuum? Or, you know, I need this because it will make my life easier. Like, I don't ask for like things normal people ask for, I guess. Maybe it's because I'm a mom. I'm just like, give me something I can use. Something that'll just make my day a little easier, please. So like when I go to buy other people's presents, I don't know what to get you. I have no idea. Like, so I'm terrible at it. But stockings I can do because stockings are just like the useless little crap that little kids want, but like nobody ever wants to buy them because it's useless. I love buying stocking stuff. So Mara, if you're watching this, turn it off. Don't pay attention. I'm telling you, go away. Bye. We went stocking shopping for her. And I bought her like the most glittery rainbow nail polish in the world because she's not a super girly girl. She really isn't. But she loves nail polish. She watches nail polish channels where people do their nails. So I got her like the prettiest, most gorgeous, extravagant nail polish I could find. And I got her like punk rock earrings with skulls on them and stuff because she's very punk rock right now. She has like half a shaved head and hipster glasses. And like really fuzzy fox socks. They look like little foxes. They're so cute. And like pumpkin pie flavored chapstick. Like dumb things, but like stuff I know she'll enjoy and she'll get a kick out of it. Just like useless crap like that. She's got some of her favorite candy in there. I think there's a new pack of colorful gel pens because she loves stationery. She's a weird child. That's what she asked for her birthday. She wanted stationery. So we bought her like sticky notes and paper and like, I don't know, it's like a cute little stationery set with pens. So I got her some more pens. And I got her a little journal that says "Let's be a mermaid" on it because for some reason it's become a tradition in our family that every year I buy her a journal for for Christmas. I don't know why it became a tradition. She just loves journals, so every year I get her a new one. I love shopping for stockings. They're so fun. The useless crap you can put in them and just like little knickknacks that people don't want to ask for because there's like other bigger things they want. I just love that part of Christmas. So I was so happy. I was like giddy running around like, oh my God, I could put this and this. And my husband's like, that's not going to fit in her stocking. I'm like, I will make it fit. It's my joy of Christmas. And we bought stuff to make cookies because I make 1,000,000 cookies every year. So like I have stuff to make like 400 cookies, which I'm going to do this week. Yes, that number is not an exaggeration. Like 400 cookies. Mwahaha. I love baking. Oh, it's the only part of Christmas I like. Oh God, I'm so glad I don't have a boss. I wouldn't know what to do with that. I am my own boss. And all I want is like a day off. That's usually what I ask for. Like on my birthday or something, my husband would be like, what do you want? I'm like, I want to not leave the house. I don't want to have to cook anything. I don't want to have to do any chores. Like, pick up dinner. Just, like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want anybody to say, let's go do this. Just leave me alone for, like, an entire day. Because I'm an introvert and I like just doing stuff by myself sometimes. And it rarely happens because I'm a mom. Everybody depends on me. So, like, on my birthday, I'm always just like, just leave me alone for an entire day, please. Just let me do whatever I want to do. Don't tell me I need to be somewhere. Don't ask me for something. Just, like, handle it on your own. Be an adult for a day. Let me just, like, not do anything. It's the best day of the year. I hear fish eating in here somewhere. Oh, it's Zen. It's Zen over there eating. Guppies make a very distinct sound when they eat because they always like jump up at the surface. So I'm always like, who is it? I know somebody's eating. I can hear it. Oh, I can't wait for Christmas. I want it to be Christmas so bad. Just because I want it to be over with. I think we're having a New Year's party this year. Yes! In our old house, before we moved here, we never got to like hold parties or have guests over or anything because we literally lived in a house that was like 800 square feet. It was roach infested. It was tiny. It was falling apart. I hated that house so much. So like we never had guests over because like there was just nowhere to put them. The house was so little. That house is small enough to fit in this house on one floor and still have extra room. So I'm excited this year. We've got to have like guests over and it's been really fun to have like parties and stuff. So this year we're having a New Year's party with lots of alcohol and I'm excited. I don't drink, but like I just want to have people over. Which is weird for an introvert, but I just want to have people over because we never get to do that. Not that I'm participating. I was invited. My husband's like, you can come play games with us. I'm like, no, I think I'll be upstairs, but have fun. So I'll probably be up here like doing nothing, but I'm still happy that there's people over. Introverts are weird, you guys. I like people. I just prefer to be by myself. But I do like people. I like to talk. You've seen me. I'm a happy person. I'm not antisocial. It's just... It's a lot of energy to deal with people. Oh God, I feel you. I don't like going to other people's Christmas parties. Because I feel like I'm trapped when I'm there. Because, you know, I don't want to be rude, but I also don't want to be there. So I'm like, oh God, I have to stay here for a while I will be here. When can I go home? I'm not a party person. You're the Grinch. Oh my gosh. I like people. I like talking to people. I like getting to know people. I love like learning the differences between people and just like seeing how other people live and how they think. I find that stuff fascinating. But I'm an introvert and I like to be by myself. So like every once in a while I need to be by myself. I enjoy it. It's relaxing when I don't have to deal with people. Yeah. I don't think my husband gets it. He claims he's an introvert, but I don't think he is. I think he's an extrovert. He cannot be at home for longer than a day before he has to go somewhere else. It drives him nuts. He gets like cabin fever. So like even if it's just like to go shopping, he has to leave the house. He cannot be here for an entire day. And he can't like just go to his room and play games or something. He has to like do something with other people. So, but he claims he's an introvert. I don't think he's an introvert. I think he's an extrovert who just doesn't like people very much. Whereas I'm the opposite. I absolutely love people, but I'm just need a break from them sometimes. We're so different like that. So all the time he'll be like, oh, let's go watch a movie. I'm like, I don't really want to go, but like have fun. Go. If you want to go see that movie, just go enjoy your movie. I make him go to like words, can't think, brain, tired. Superhero movies. I make him go to superhero movies by himself because I hate superhero movies. So I'm just like, bye, have fun, enjoy your movie, and he'll come back and tell me all about it, and I will pretend to listen. But I hate superhero movies. It's just not my thing. I just don't like superheroes. I never have. I know that's like breaking some rule somewhere. It's not a thing for me. I like old school monster movies, so like King Kong and Godzilla and stuff like that. I love that stuff. But like I don't want to watch anything with a superhero. Good morning, MTA. How are you? We're just having a chill morning complaining about our lives today. I don't know. I don't get superheroes. I know I should. I love comics. I used to read comics, but I just don't get the whole superhero thing. And I hate Tony Stark. He's a jerk, and I hate him, and I refuse to watch those movies. My husband loves them. But I'm like, he's such an ass. I don't want to watch them. Oh, I do want to see Aquaman, but not because it's like a superhero-y movie, because it has Jason Momoa in it. I've been watching him as an actor since forever and ever ago, but like back when he was like in Stargate Atlantis, before he got like super famous and went on to like Game of Thrones and stuff. So I really, really want to watch that because I like him as an actor. I don't really actually care about the Aquaman superhero portion of it. I just want to go watch it because he's in it. Yes, I am a huge Stargate fan. Like, I have been watching Stargate since the first Stargate movie came out. I've literally watched all of the series and all of the movies and like everything. I love Stargate, which is one of the reasons I like Jason Momoa. I'm huge on Stargate. I'm such a nerd. Yes, somebody else. When I told my husband what Stargate was, he was like, that's not real. And I'm like, no, it is. He still doesn't believe me that there was a second Stargate movie uh, that SG-1 is based off of. And my husband doesn't believe me that it exists. Please tell me you've seen it. I don't know anybody else who has. But there was a second movie that SG-1 was, based off of before, like, it went in, they used part of it for the pilot. But my husband doesn't believe me it exists. He thinks I made it up. Oh my God, you have? You're my new best friend. Oh my God, yeah. He doesn't believe me it exists, and it drives me nuts. He's like, that's not a thing. That never happened. And I'm like, yes, it did. Like, trust me, I've seen every Stargate thing ever. But he refuses to believe that movie exists. And he's like, no, there was only ever the one movie. And I'm like, no, it's real. I saw it when I was a kid. I used to watch Stargate with my parents. Like, this is so long ago that I watched it with my mom. And my mom died when I was 13. So, like, I was literally a kid when the first Stargate came out. Like, probably preteen-ish. Maybe a little younger. I can't really remember. It's a long time ago. But, like, I've watched every Stargate thing, so I'm always like, no, trust me on this. I've seen it. It exists. But I haven't found anybody else who even, like, remembers that it ever happened. I'm like, yes, there was a second movie, I swear. It's just not popular, and it's really hard to find. So, Amazon Prime has it. I'm going to look for it. I'm going to look for it, and I'm going to prove that it exists. I am young. I know I don't look like it, and I act like I'm really old. I'm 35. I'm really not that old. It just feels like I'm old because I have a kid who's 15, and I'm 35. Oh, I want to rewatch them. Now that you've said that, I have to rewatch them. I miss, what was the latest one? I can't remember the name of it anymore because it's been so long. The latest one where they were on the ship. There were so many negative reviews. Everybody hated it, but I loved that series. I loved all the series. I've literally watched them all, and I watched every single episode, so I'm a huge fan. I am such a sci-fi nerd. I've watched all of Stargate. I'm also a huge fan of the Alien series. That is my jam. Yes, Stargate Universe. Oh, I loved that whole series. I wish it had gone on longer. So many people were disappointed, and I heard people hated it, and I'm like, why? It was so good. I loved it. Oh, I love being a nerd with you guys. This is fun. Yeah, we're a huge Aliens fan in this household. When my daughter was little, I was like, you need to watch this series. It's about aliens. She's like, I don't want to watch a scary movie. I'm like, no, trust me. Watch it. My daughter is now a ridiculously huge Aliens fan. She's 15 years old, and she can quote the movies. She knows everything that's happened in them. She's a huge Aliens fan. Last year we got her, I have one too. It's an Aliens ring. It's so cute. It's a little alien. And she has one too because she's such a huge Aliens fan. And she has Aliens t-shirts. And she's beat the game that came out not too long ago. My brain's dead. I'm so tired. But she's such a huge fan. It is a cool ring. It's really cool. I love Aliens. Oh my gosh, no! Have you at least watched the movies? Please tell me you have. I don't know, Aliens is one of those series for me, until the very recent ones. We don't talk about the last one that came out. As far as I'm concerned, it's not part of the canon. But for a while there, like, every movie they added to the series just got better. That so rarely happens in series. Usually the first one's good and then all the rest of them suck. But Aliens just, every single installment was really, really good until they got to the most recent ones. I was okay with Prometheus, even though most people weren't, because I liked the lore of it. I liked knowing how the first aliens began and like getting all into that, and you got to see like the first human alien hybrid, so that was cool to me. I know most people hated that movie, but Prometheus 2 shouldn't exist. Whatever it was called, I can't remember. But the second movie should not exist. It was so terrible. It broke all the rules of the series, and I refuse to accept it as canon. Yes, we love Lord of the Rings in this family too. My husband has read all the books, all of them, and constantly just harps about how the movies got it wrong. Oh my god. Really? Hold on, I'm reading comments. What game? I love horror games, but like, I'm such a wimp. I don't like playing them, but I love watching other people play them. I've been through a few. Like, I've beat all the Fatal Frames, I've beat all of the Silent Hills, but like, I couldn't play, what was it called? It was the Aliens one. I couldn't do it. Like, it gave me such anxiety just watching other people play that I couldn't do it. Oh my god, I know. I mean, I was still okay with the movie, but the book was so much better and it had so many more references, and like, I prefer the book. The book was better. I know it's a very niche thing where like, you have to be from that time period that the references are being made from to like really enjoy it. I do because I was born in the 80s. And so like all the 80s references were great. All the early gaming references were great to me because I grew up in that time period of the early game industry. But like if you're outside of that, it's just like what is all these references? Ooh, Until Dawn. Can't remember if I have that game, but I know my daughter has played through it all. Oh, I have not read the Silmarillion. I haven't read any of the Lord of the Rings books. But my husband has. All of them. Oh, I know. How can they leave D&D? We're huge D&D fans in this house. We have literally a library of like players' handbooks and D&D, the monster compendiums, and we play D&D like every month. Yeah, it's still a good movie, but like they definitely took some stuff out and made me sad. Guys, we're all such nerds and I'm loving this. Oh no, I would never play those games. My daughter loves Five Nights at Freddy's. She's beat them. I can't do jump scares. Like, no, please no. I like the creepy horror games where there's like a lot of atmosphere and you constantly feel like something's going to get you even if it doesn't. But I don't like jump scares. I have PTSD and I cannot handle the jump scares. Like, I will have a panic attack. I swear, I'm just reading comments every time I do that. I have watched Critical Role. My husband watches it like all the time. He's constantly watching it. Fallout! I'm a Fallout fan. I'm a huge Fallout fan. I have played all of the Fallout games up until the current one. I have not played the current one, and I've heard so many terrible things about it that I'm afraid. But I'm a huge Fallout fan. Agreed. Passion. I don't like anything jumping out at me either. Like, no thank you. My husband used to like to jump scare me. And then he learned very quickly that that causes panic attacks. And he doesn't do it anymore, thank goodness. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people don't like it. I've heard it's full of, like, issues. I don't know how I feel about it because, like, I feel like everybody was really excited for there to be a multiplayer Fallout. But I don't think they handled it the way we all kind of hoped they would. And so it's just disappointing because, yeah, like, there's nothing to do. Oh my god, if you do it, I will so watch Passion for Pets. Because that stuff is hilarious. I'm so sorry, but, like, I will totally watch and laugh at you. My daughter's been wanting me to stream games too, but, like, luckily not horror games. I do have a gaming channel that I use to do games on, but, like, it was years ago, back when my daughter was, like, 8 years old. We used to play games together, and we would put it on YouTube. So, like, somewhere out there, there is, like, an entire channel of me playing Minecraft with my daughter and playing Skyrim. But we've been talking about going back into it lately because we haven't played any games in a while. But I don't know how I feel about it. Coffee. I need more coffee. Like, I have one sip left. I'm out of coffee now. I need more in my life. I'm so tired. Look at these bags under my eyes. I'm so tired. I just need a nap, and I don't have time for a nap. Today's Saturday, so I have to do tank changes. I need to redose the parasite meds. I changed Zen yesterday. I also have jars to do today, because it's one of those days where you have jars and tanks on the same day. I really need to make spaghetti, but it takes like 4 hours. I'm not kidding. My spaghetti recipe is so delicious, but it takes anywhere from 2 to 4 hours to make, so, like, I try not to do it that often. Um, it's not that hard to set it to just the game and not him. Yeah, Fraps will do it, but it cuts it in like 15-minute sections. Oh god, what did I used to use? I know I've used OBS, but there used to be another program, and I can't remember what it is anymore. I used to do those things, so I understand. I need to set up. Hi, Pro Tim. Hi, Aquarium Cop. How are you guys? You guys, you're here a little late. There's like 2 minutes left. But welcome anyway. We're talking about nonsense today. It's been a stressed week. Everybody's fish is sick, including mine. Good morning, Curly Bunny. So we've been just talking about, like, games and nerdy TV shows and movies and books and it's been one of those weeks. The fish store. I'm not allowing myself to go to the fish store. Although now I'm tempted to go. I wonder if I could call my husband to take me to the fish store. I want to go. I haven't gone to the fish store in forever because I've been trying really hard not to buy more guppies. I have so many guppies. Like, I literally don't even know anymore. There's thousands. There's literally thousands. I need to get rid of some, but I'm waiting for this whole cold weather thing to blow over and the holidays. Oh, I want more fish. I've been thinking about getting some like Corys because I want another fish that is breedable and schools, and I can somehow justify being in my tanks as a cleaner even though I don't need one. And they're really cute, derpy, and they're tiny, so I want some. I literally don't know where I would fit them. Oh no. You had to put a fish down. That's so sad. I hate using clove oil for putting fish down. I know it's the humane thing to do, but it takes so long for them to get knocked out and finally pass. I've done it a couple times now with bettas and guppies, and it just takes so long, and I hate it. I don't want it to take like 10-20 minutes, but that's just how long it takes, and I hate it because you're just sitting there watching them, waiting for them to stop moving. It's just anxiety driving. I can't. Jen has asked for more fish tanks for Christmas, but the hubby's protesting. I'm not surprised. That's hilarious, though. Oh, 2 more guinea pigs. Oh my god, that'd be so cute. Oh. Yeah, sometimes that happens, Aquarium Cop. Sometimes you just get bad fish. Yeah. Those 6 minutes are really long. They're really long, I understand. I'm not a huge fan of it. Like, I know it's the most humane, but like, for the people, I think it's one of the most torturous, slow processes. Like, there has to be a better way. I need to find a better way because I can't with that anymore. I don't like it. Usually if I have a fish that like needs to be cold, like a baby guppy or something, excuse me, oh, I have the hiccups, that has like a crooked tail or something, I'll feed it to one of my bigger guppies or a betta because I can't with the clove oil. I don't like it. If it's a sick fish, I will clove oil it because I can't obviously feed it to something else. I'll clove oil it and then I'll freeze it to make sure that whatever it is dead. But I don't like clove oil. It's supposed to be the most humane because it anesthetizes them. So they like fall asleep, they don't feel any pain, and then eventually they stop breathing. But it takes quite a few minutes, sometimes up to like 20 minutes, depending on the dosage, for them to actually knock out and stop breathing. So it's just, from our perspective, it's a very long process of sitting there watching this fish very slowly die. And I don't like it. I need to get like a collinator. Because that's the thing, I have coals all the time, but like I only have guppies and bettas, and they're both small and reasonably the same size as adults. So like it's really easy to cull like the fry that have issues, but like if there's a bigger fish that has issues, I have nothing I can feed it to. And I like feeding coals to other things because then I feel like at least their death isn't a waste. Some other fish is getting protein and it's furthering their life. So I feel like even though it's, you know, kind of aggressive, I feel like it's just a better option. Baking soda? Yeah, that sounds questionable. No. I like Oscars. Oscars are cute, but I don't have any big tanks. Like, I know I have a lot of tanks, but my biggest tank is a 30-gallon indoor guppy pond. I don't have any massive tanks. I don't have room for a massive tank. So I hesitate to get something like an Oscar that I know is like going to outgrow it. Otherwise I'd get like a derpy goldfish or something. But I know eventually it's going to outgrow it and it needs like a much bigger tank and I just don't have room for that. I need something small and aggressive. Something that can eat a 3-inch fish. That's what I need. Just something that can eat a 3-inch fish that I can like put in a small tank. But it's never going to happen. Those don't exist. But I love aggressive fish. I really do. I think it's just because of the bettas. They have so much personality. Aggressive fish are fun. Oh, most of you missed our talk earlier. We have one small guppy, little tiny fry, that is living in our golden snakeskin guppy experiment over there. And he is the cutest thing that has ever lived. We have named him Small Nugget. And he is so smart. Because in that tank we have our snakeskin golden male. We have 8 females for him. We have Small Nugget, the one and only baby. And we have Kohaku, the blind albino betta in there. And Small Nugget has learned that the adult guppies will not eat him if he schools with Kohaku, the blind betta. Of course, the blind betta can't see him and doesn't eat him. So he just hangs out with the betta all the time because he's just learned that nobody will mess with him as long as he's with the betta. Because the adults are afraid of the betta. He's so cute and he's so smart. I just love Small Nugget. He only has a name for a short period of time until he gets siblings, and then I won't be able to tell which one he is. But for now, he's my favorite. No, that's so cute. My bettas are like that. We got a message this weekend that totally made my day. One of the people that bought one of our bettas on eBay messaged me yesterday morning, I think it was, just to tell us that they love their betta. Their betta is still happy and alive, and she was so thrilled that it had been trained to ask for food. Because we have our bettas trained that we always feed them in the exact same spot. They know when they're going to get fed, and they always wait there for their food. And so this betta, of course, has also learned that. So every day when she goes to feed it, it goes to part of its tank, and it sits there, and it flutters its fins and waits. And she just thinks it's the cutest thing ever, and I was like, oh, that makes my day. So cute. Ooh. I'm gonna have to look into that because I don't know if I can get those here. Yeah, I definitely need a cullinator. I have so many fish. Jumpers. I know realistically all my bettas are jumpers, but like you'll notice I don't have lids on any of our tanks. Because it's never been an issue. We haven't had any jumpers. We haven't had any escapes. The closest we've come to jumping is the jar bettas when we take them out and wash out their containers and stuff. They will often jump. But like none of the ones in my tanks ever do, so I don't worry about it. I know I should, but I don't. The one thing I'm not paranoid about is my jumping. But all of this parasite and illness business is killing me. Oh, none of mine have jumped. Not a single one. I think it helps that we keep our water levels down. They're not like all the way to the rim. You'll see that I leave like 3 or 4 inches And it's really hard for them to jump that. They don't even try. I can say after a year of having this fish room that I was correct with my original experiment, and Velcro will stop your snails from escaping. This entire year we have had our mystery snail tanks lined with the hook side of Velcro tape rather than having lids, and we have had absolutely 0 attempts at escape. None. So, if you have mystery snails and you don't feel like having lids, Velcro, guys. It works. It works really, really, really well. They do not like it. Oh my god, you've lost 5? That's quite a lot of jumping. Reading comments. Passion says, I only have one bed of the house, nearly made it out of the tank. All the others only jump slightly when I put food in. The sorority, they compete to get to the food first. That's understandable. Good morning, Phoenix. Oh, how funny. All of our bettas are held separately, although I'm thinking about selling some of our jarred bettas currently as a sorority, because we have a small group of jarred females that are much smaller than all the other females. They're only about that big. And they don't seem to be getting much bigger. They were kind of the runts of the group. So we have, I'm not sure how many exactly, somewhere between 4 and 7-ish very tiny females that are all about the same size. And I'm thinking about trying to put them in a sorority and see if they can handle it. And if so, I might sell them as a sorority and be like, here, discount, someone please take all these females. They're really cute and they're really pretty, but they're very tiny. It's still morning here. It's like 10:12 because I'm on Mountain Standard Time. I've never had cichlids, MTA. I know they're a big thing, especially where I live. Like, everybody has cichlids, but I've never had one. All I know about them is that they're pretty and they can be aggressive. That's about all I know. I know, I like tiny fish. Like, let's see. I would say, I don't know that any of the females are bigger than like 2 inches. So like, we're talking male guppy sized. They're pretty small females. I think they're all just runts. But they're really pretty. We have one in particular that is like powder blue. She's so pretty. She's the only one that's that color. It's like she was trying to be a steel blue betta, but then she got a sheen of pastel metallic over it. So she's literally like lighter than the color of my cup. She's a really pretty color. And we've got a couple that are black and white marbles, and we have some that are cellophane, but they're all just like really tiny females. Oh, me too, Jen. I love scarlet batis. They're so cute. If I had another tank, I would so have them. I want some. I want some so bad. They're adorable. I like nano fish. I like tiny, tiny fish. They're just so cute to me. And I like that you can keep them in small tanks and in schools and in large numbers. All my tanks are overstocked right now. Yeah, Passion, that's the problem I have with my guppies. Because I have like thousands of guppies spread between like 4 tanks, and I'm never quite sure how much food I'm giving them. I just throw a bunch in, and then I look at their tank 10 seconds later, and if it's all gone, I give them some more because, like, it's so hard to judge the right amount of food when you have that many fish in one area. Your Oscar's a chicken. That's so funny. We have one Betta who's a chicken. Kirito. Our second steel blue rosetail male. He does not like me. It's my only fish that he won't approach me when I try to feed his tank. He like hides in the back. He doesn't want anything to do with me. Oh my gosh. He bit him. Oh my god. Well, at least you taught him not to do it. Some fish are smart. Guppies are not generally. In my experience, having owned very many guppies at this point, I can genuinely say that they're like lemmings. I know that's like an overgeneralization, but in general, guppies are not very smart. They just like all school towards whatever all the rest of them are doing and aimlessly swim around and just try to eat everything. They're really cute, but they're not very smart. Bettas are smart. Bettas are really smart. I know sometimes you can just look at them and you know they're thinking. I don't know what they're thinking. World domination maybe, but they're pretty smart. Oh. I have one Betta that has bit me. Kohaku the blind Betta. I think he thinks I'm food. He can't see me, so like he doesn't know better. Oh, I like Gourami too. They're so Betta-like. I love Bettas. I don't know. I have a fascination with tiny, cute, small fish. I just love them all. My daughter loves derpy fish. She wants a celestial eye goldfish so badly. She thinks they're the funniest things on earth. But I like small fish. They don't even have to be pretty. I find them so fascinating. They live in such a tiny little world. And they're so cute. That's why I want Corys. I'm seriously thinking about getting some Corys. I don't know what kind yet. But I want some. I want a school of them. I want to throw them in a tank and get some more Cory babies. I just want to breed more fish. I miss breeding fish, you guys. It's so much work, but I miss it because it's so much fun. Oh. Oh, gouramis are cool. They're really cute. I love them. My favorite is sparkling gouramis, though. The little croaking gouramis. They're so adorable. I want one so badly. I love goldfish too, but I want one, but then again, like I don't have a tank big enough for one because I can't trust them with my guppies. They'll eat my guppies. You'd have to have a tank by itself, and I just don't have room for one. If it could live in a smaller tank, I would make room, but like I can't have a fish that's gonna get really big. I like nanos. Little tiny fish that fit in 5 gallons. Or 10 gallons. Or, 30 gallons at most. And I like fish particularly that are community fish because I already have a lot of tanks and I would like to consolidate them. I literally don't have room in this fish room for more fish. There's no room. I have 4 tanks on that wall. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tanks on that wall and 5 on that wall. Like, there's no more room. This wall is my computer. And I have about 107 jarred bettas still, so there's no room. You guys, it's 10:20. That means it's time to go. Most of you guys didn't get here till really, really late. You guys, we start at 9 a.m. MST. I know it's hard. It's a weird time zone. Oh, I love suckerfish. I love placostomuses, but they get too big. And I don't like the bushy nosed ones. I think they're really ugly. I know I shouldn't say that, but they're so ugly. I tried to show a picture of one to my daughter yesterday. Because I was like, I was thinking about placostomuses, but, and she looked at it and she's like, ew. Ooh, you're in Pennsylvania. I'm in West Texas. I'm like in the very small sliver of Texas, the only sliver. It's like this big. That is in MST. Is in Central Time. But not this part of Texas. Aww. I'm gonna start looking up fish, you guys. I want more fish. I don't have room for more fish, but I want more fish. Maybe I can expand to other rooms. I'm gonna try. Goodbye, MTA. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, that's cool, Phoenix. All of my husband's family lives here in Texas. My family all live in Oregon. We are in the El Paso, Horizon City area. Oh. I like the big plecos, but like I don't have room for them. Before I moved out of Oregon, I had 2 of the common plecos. One was an albino and one wasn't. And I'd had them for like years and they were like this big. I loved them. But like I don't have room for plecos here. I think plecos are cute. I really like them. They were one of the first fish I had. So like I'm partial to plecos, but they get so big. I don't have room for plecos. Oh, cool. I'm originally from Oregon. I was born and raised in Coos Bay, Oregon on the southern coast. It's a very, very, very small town. It's barely on the map. And only because there was an oil spill there. But most of my family still live in Oregon. My twin sister still lives in Oregon. Oh, I miss it there. It's so pretty. I hate the desert. Don't ever move to the desert. I know I've said that like a million times, but seriously, don't ever move to the desert. Oh, cool. I love learning about places where other people live because everywhere is so different. That's a smart pleco. Oh, cool, Chicago. I've never been that far east. Texas is the farthest east I've ever been. I don't know, I'm more of a West Coast person. Ooh, cool. Canadians. I like Canadians. Y'all are cool. Okay, you guys. Seriously, it's 10:24. I have so many water changes and medications to go do on these fish to try and get this mess sorted. Cross your fingers for me that Zen will be okay. We're gonna check him tomorrow and see if this bacterial infection is progressing any further. I'm hoping it won't, because I really like Zen, and I would prefer it if this didn't kill him, but I don't know what's wrong with him. I can only assume and treat and pray, so hopefully he'll be okay. Maybe. I think everything else is going to be all right. I mean, I'm treating for parasites. I haven't seen any parasites. It's more of a, I'm paranoid, and we're going to see if this fixes that skinny guppy. So hopefully it will. I'm going to keep an eye on her. It could just be that she is, you know, one of those guppies that has internal issues and she's failing to thrive. It happens, especially when you've like overbred, you know, strains of guppies forever. And I have thousands in here, and God knows what generation she is. So it's entirely possible that she just got the bad genetic end, but I will try to keep you updated at some point. I will hopefully do a video. Let's see, I'm going to check him and redose his medications tomorrow, so I will try to do an update video on it and like show you guys what he's looking like, because maybe someone will have a better idea than I do of what's happening to him. It just looks so strange and I trust nothing. I really hope it's not progressing. My only hope right now is the fact that he's eating, he's acting normal. You know, he's obviously had it for a couple of days now, and he hasn't died. So I'm kind of hoping that it's something that these antibiotics are going to help him fight through. It doesn't seem to be killing him yet. But you guys know how fish diseases are. Some of them move so quickly. And unfortunately, some there's just no cure for. That's cool. I'm so jealous. I love aquariums, and I've always wanted to go to medieval times. We don't have things like that here. So cool. Yes, vlog, I want to watch. I want to watch. I need to catch up on my fish videos. Okay, it's 10:27. I swear I'm leaving this time. Everybody have a really, really good day. I hope you have a great weekend. And, you know, things go better for you. I know everybody's fish are sick. Just, I hope they go better. I really do. Let's all keep each other in our thoughts this week, and hopefully somebody's fish will survive this week. I need sleep. I need sleep so badly. You guys all have a good week. And I will see you next Saturday.